That was nice. You curved it around the stand.
I used to be a pitcher. I didn't.
Oh. You were an outfielder, weren't you?
Yeah, just because that's where the ball was hit the least.
I remember the story you were sitting in the dugout.
It's a true story.
I never played baseball.
Me neither.
You were on a baseball team, though.
Yeah, but I didn't play it.
I was never on a baseball team. I feel like I missed out.
We're live.
Nick Best said we were special.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that deadlifts your attention span and curls your brain cells to failure every single episode.
Now that one hits right there. That was a good one.
That slaps, dog.
Yeah.
I wrote it.
Hey, yeah.
After ChatGPT told me what to write.
They just gave you the rough outline and you actually fleshed it out.
Yeah. I don't like the way you said flesh. All right, so we had a super crazy week this week.
Yeah.
That's why the intro is a little different this week, because it went so well that there was no time to really just stop the conversation and start the episode. So conversation just went, and then we left it that way.
Yeah.
So
the episode kind of started without us.
That's true.
It just started. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know what we mean, keep watching. You'll definitely see what we're talking about, because what Holland said, Nick Best did say we're special.
Yeah. We are special to Nick Best.
True. So to start us off, we've got NutriFit. Use code CalebCDay at checkout to go get you some good pre-workout, vitamins, minerals, anything in between. If you want merch like this hoodie or this hat, go to our Etsy page, search Iron Palace Podcast or Daydreams Designs, where you can find all this. All of our links are also going to be in the description, or on our Instagram. You can follow our link tree. What else we got, Holland?
We have, where I said it, over here, Zone Smelling Salts. If you've watched the show much, you know that this is something that we always have, and it's always from Zone, because they're one of the best. But Zone Smelling Salts, go to zonesmellingsalts.com, use code TIPP, and really elevate your workouts or your drive to work in the morning, or
all the above.
Just whatever. Yeah. Or your podcast. Just
whatever you're doing.
Yeah. It's a good kick in the pants. Go to zonesmellingsalts.com and use code TIPP and get a discount. And also, if you didn't find something that that you needed from our shop, go to Hosswear. And Hosswear.com, check out the clothes and hats and stuff that they have there. It's geared towards strength sports, strongman, Highland Games, that kind of thing. Get you a thick shirt or a power belly shirt. Go to Hosswear.com and use code TIPP with them also.
If you want to see why we're Nick's special boy, then listen in. I have the privilege, nay, the honor of introducing a man whose accolades couldn't be fully listed if you gave an auctioneer all day. He has competed on the biggest stage strongman has to offer 10 times and won the Masters World's Strongest Man, but this walking legend didn't stop there, becoming the only man over the age of 50 to deadlift 800 pounds. The list goes on and on, so turn up the volume, because this is Nick Best.
Heck yeah.
And then trying to squat, which that was crazy.
Did you hit it? I couldn't find anything about you hitting it or not.
So I hit 700, but I did not even try 800. After being on my feet on the concrete floor for 3 days.
Oh yeah.
My legs were, I couldn't even get loosened up. I had like 15 minutes to basically get there and get loosened up and do it. So Yeah, that did not. I just that was just sheer will. So the world record though was 6:39, and I did 7:05. So
That's
I still lifted more.
That's a big number still.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess that's not bad.
yeah, it's just the average, I guess. So, but it was cool. I was really happy to get it on my second attempt. I know I just went, that's cool. Ed Cohen's there. Jerry Pritchett comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, don't forget who you are. Go hit this." So that was pretty cool. Bubba was there, and Gina, and just, oh my God. Haga was there, and Colin Rhodes, and just so many of my friends were there. Matt Barron, guy who's been lifting with me forever, and then Mark was there. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
It was a really fun opportunity the USPA let me do. So it was pretty neat, and I couldn't believe all the people that like packed into that area. I was like, "Oh, this is getting serious." Like,
Oh, I'm going to actually have to do this.
yeah. I was just like, okay. So I'm trying to warm up in the back, and I'm like, "Oh, this is not feeling much better." Like get up to like in the 4s. I'm like, okay. 5 and 6. 6 I came up right up with it, but I still was just struggling. So, but it's cool. Got it done.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Hopefully I wasn't annoying you too bad calling you all the time.
Yeah, that was him.
No, not at all. No, you're fine.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. Last week was nuts. It was my daughter's last day here before she headed off to Austin P to go play women's lacrosse.
Okay.
In college. So it was her last day home. So it was a pretty special day.
Yep.
All the way around. I got to spend that with her here.
Well, good. I'm glad you got to spend time with her for that.
Yeah, she is now in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Austin P, yeah.
See,
I was going to say, yeah,
I wouldn't
she's just in Clarksville.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's not far.
Clarksville.
Yeah, that's not very far from here.
No. Well, about 4.5 hours.
So you guys will see me in Tennessee probably 4 or 5 times next year at least. Because I'm trying to go to at least 4 or 5 of the games if I can.
Heck yeah. I think we might go to 4 or 5 of the games too.
Be like, oh, funny running into you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be good stuff. It really will.
We're just huge lacrosse fans, and
Yeah. Who are y'all here to see? You.
That is actually a pretty nice. That's a nice school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isaiah went there for middle school track championships. Okay. That was an impressive school.
Yeah, it's a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. So they're excited. This is their first year Division I lacrosse.
Okay.
So I think they're going to end up with a pretty good team.
Oh yeah.
If next year and moving forwards. So,
That's a sport that's growing really fast, especially in women's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then probably the 2+ players in the state of Nevada, which is Jess and Sam Poe, both went there. They grew up playing lacrosse together. They're on the same team. I mean, they're the best 2 players, and they're going to school together. So they got
That's
another 4
pretty cool.
years of playing lacrosse together. So they
makes
know
it
each
better,
other. Yeah, they don't even talk. They just know what each other's doing. So
It's nice to have somebody
that
that when you're out of town and away from home that you can hang out with, and that's there.
Oh yeah. So it's going to be pretty exciting, just all the way around for me to go watch them play again. So it was neat to watch them play in the state game and last 2 years ago and stuff like that. And it's pretty special. I mean, they had a great season both the last 2 years. So
That's awesome.
it's pretty neat. It got quiet quick.
I was like, well, I was like, Caleb.
Oh, I was just listening.
Oh, God, this is going to be hilarious.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, did Gina give you any kind of heads up?
She said you call him. She didn't say much other than that.
I thought you'd be like, listen, these guys are so stupid.
No, not at all. No, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, especially after Bill called me while you guys were in Pfeffer, and he like shoved the phone in your face. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Caleb was like, wow, this isn't awkward.
No, like I'm in the Walmart parking lot.
like, here.
Yeah, just here. I was like, okay.
Okay.
It's all right. It's just all fun, dude. It's life should be a lot of fun. We should have a good time with things, and pick up heavy stuff and enjoy life and
Did that already
eat good
today.
food.
That's exactly how we like to live. Actually, I've slowly been turning my front yard into what I call the Palace Stone Garden. My wife is not thrilled, but
I understand. Just tell her you love her, and get her a nice new pair of shoes and buy her some flowers.
They bought her a swimming pool.
I did.
So.
Yeah,
the swimming pool is pretty outstanding. So that's gonna be hard to beat.
I came home with I think 7 new stones in the back of my truck, and she said, "Where are you going to put them?" I was like, "Next to the other ones." She said, "Honey, we got to talk about it." I was like, "Remember how you wanted that pool?" And then it was fun.
Sure. You can also use them as lawn decorations. That works pretty well too.
Yep. I've moved them to the bottom of my hill, so now people that drive by, I get texts all the time like, "Is this your house?" Sure is.
That's hard to miss.
Yep.
Yeah, like if you come up to my new house, like in the doorway, there's a bunch of sandbags and kegs, and then there's 2 like rogue farmer's walk implements right by my front door.
That's awesome.
Well, he's got rocks and stones at the bottom, and then Highland Towers for our Highland game stuff.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, someone had sent me a picture the other day and said, "I thought of you when I passed this the other day." I was like, "Yeah, that's my house." "Oh, I delivered mail to you then." Please don't come back.
But it's good stuff. And then like my backyard's, pretty much getting full of between strongman equipment and stuff like that. And then I just got poured like concrete around the shed and concrete, so I got a patio on the other side, and then I'll fill it in with the fake grass so you can train either out in the front or in the backyard and stuff like that. So
that's nice.
And barbecue out there, and I might kind of do a thing in the future where people come out for a couple days and have like a training camp type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Open it up to like 4 people at a time, and they can come out, stay at a hotel that's probably 3 miles from here. I'll go pick them up. They can come in, learn eating. We do go through eating, training, recovery, stuff like that. Eating again, take them back to the hotel, pick them up the next day. Eating, training, and then working on programs and how to adjust programs, and then eating again, and then off they go. Kind of like a weekend thing.
Yep.
You had me at eating.
That sounds really cool, and I just so happen to know 4 people.
Okay.
I did a quick head count. I was like, there are 4 of us here.
I was already thinking it, and I looked over, and Holland's going.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that like once a month, pretty quick here.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
That'll probably kick off like on Patreon here in about 4 weeks.
Okay.
Wow, that's
So
soon.
Stuff people can sign up for and come out and do.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because it's important to learn about the eating.
Yeah.
Just all the way around. And actually have them cook either with me or watch me cook.
Mm-hmm.
The food that we're going to eat for that day, that type of thing. And how to split up the meals over like 4 to 6 meals, things like that while we're going through the day, and actually eat it with them, and then train how that applies and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
and then do the training and then do the recovery afterwards. I got an ice bath here that can be going in.
Dude, those ice baths are awesome.
Yeah.
I think that'd be super cool. 'Cause me and Holland just did a 16-week bodybuilding cut. I didn't like it, but I think
I wouldn't do that either.
it would be cool to see, the strongman side of eating. Because I mean, as far as my diet now, it's just whatever. But
yeah, you don't want to. I mean, if you're trying to put on muscle mass and trying to maintain it, your eating needs to be for a purpose to a certain degree. I mean, you still should really enjoy what you're eating, but it's got to be for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your goal is to excel, so you want to eat so that you can excel.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people lose a lot of things and a lot of discipline at the dinner table, at the breakfast table, at the snack table, stuff like that.
I do.
Yeah, you're raising your hand.
Yeah, that's me.
So, and it's a crucial part. It's a very crucial part. I mean, your body can't. You're not going to grow if you can't put yourself back together.
Yeah.
You know, and so you need to do that. And then training times and stuff like that. I mean, you can train probably 6 days a week before under 35. Mainly under 30, but like under 35, you can get away with that. After 35 to 45, it's probably 4 days a week out of a 7-day training week. And then after 45, it's going to be 4 days on an 8-day training cycle. So it's like every other day.
Well, I'll be 53 in November, and I'm on a 3 or 4 day training right now. And my biggest thing is just my eating and learning how to do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So we kind of do that, kick that in. Because remember, your tendons aren't going to heal till probably between 6 and 8 days.
Yeah.
And if you're if you're training for strength, that's the most important thing. Not the muscle. The muscle's going to heal well before the connective tissue will. And nobody really writes programs like that or really talks about that.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most important part of the strength game and lasting a long time is not getting stronger faster than your connective tissue. That has to get strong along with it at the same speed. If you get stronger faster than connective tissue, that's where guys get injuries and they tear things off all the time. That's what happens to a lot of the young guys coming up. They come up real fast, real hard, and then start doing really well, but they start breaking all over the place, and that's why.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about this earlier. We have a guy that me and Alan work with. He's just wanting to get into stone lifting, so he naturally comes here. And he only lifted stones a couple of weeks ago with us, and then he was doing it again today. And he said, "Does your guys' elbows hurt?" I was like, yeah, sure will. He said, "I've never had that," because I think he did powerlifting before. Is that right?
Right.
And so he was like, "Yeah, I've never had that before." I was like, "Well, you won't. When do you grab anything like this?"
You don't.
So
but there's a lot of different techniques to lifting stones though. So you don't necessarily have to bend your arms to pick up the stones. I mean, my last few years of doing stones, I never bent my arms. They were straight. I used my legs and squished my elbows in and viced it straight up that way.
That's usually how mine are. My arms are usually long and just kind of hook under it. But I see a lot of people doing I can't.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I go just past. I don't even get all the way down underneath them. I just make sure I use the right tacky.
You just get just past center?
Yeah, probably about 4 inches past center.
Okay.
Because you're going to have probably 12 inches from center if it's a good sized stone. Yeah. Or even 10 inches past center if it's a 20-inch stone. So I get to where I'm a good 4 inches from the bottom of the stone. So you get a little bit of the roundness of it, but and then just squeeze it up. Okay. And you put your hands together, not out. You don't do it this way. You do it this way, and you cup your hand in, and you like push with your forearms, with your fingertips into the stone. Okay. And then squeeze it, and then pull it off the ground.
Yeah, the first couple of times I lifted, that's what I was doing. Is my hands were out wide, and it just kept slipping.
Yeah, I was just trying to Spider-Man it.
Yeah. No. Don't Spider-Man it. Like that.
That makes a lot more sense.
Barbie hands.
The balance point's a little smaller, but the force you can put on the stone is way greater.
Okay, that does make a lot of sense. Greater. Yeah, because we also just did we called it Stone Cold July, where we lift a stone every day of July, and that was a great idea and also not a great idea.
It was brutal.
That last week was rough.
Yeah.
And I came in hot. I was like 3 days into the month. I was like, all right, I have this. What was that one? 356. I have a 356 pound stone. I was like, picking it up today. And I lapped it.
Weren't you? No, it wasn't just picking it up. You're like, I'm going to shoulder that stone today.
I did say I want to shoulder it.
Yeah.
And I made it nowhere near it. Not even. But I mean, I think I felt like I was trying to lift this stone for an eternity. But because I recorded the whole thing, and even watching, I think the whole thing was about 15 minutes. But it was just me like
Did you have a belt on?
Do what?
Did you have a belt on?
No. Yes.
Why?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know. Sometimes I like belts with lifting stones, and sometimes it feels weird. It just depends on what's happening.
Yeah, if you put the soft belt on, then put the hard belt on, but leave the hard belt loose, not tight, loose.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
You'll you can catch the stone on the belt and use your hips instead of your stomach.
Dude,
I think I'm an idiot sometimes.
Well, these are things that aren't being taught right now, and I have no idea why. There's so many coaches in this industry now that know how to train, that will write programs for these guys and give them another medical protocol, which is freaking god awful and way too much of everything, and then get them to the contest, and these guys don't know how to compete at the contest.
Yeah.
They come with the wrong tacky. They have no idea how to use the leverages. Like the log clean at the Shaw, a lot of the guys didn't know to put like the tack, the chalk, liquid chalk all over their belly, then put the shirt on and then chalk the shirt. The shirt doesn't slide. The log won't slide anymore.
Oh, okay.
Again,
Common sense.
Yeah, it's just something that makes sense that I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
And you can do that with stones too, but you put the tacky on your belly and then put the shirt on and then put the tacky on the shirt. The stone won't slip on your stomach anymore.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you put the belt on to use as an extra lever. And yeah, you can use your hips and your legs instead of your back and your glutes and hamstrings.
Yeah.
A lot easier when you use your quads instead of.
Yeah. See, that explains a lot why with that stone is I was able to lap it because just like I'd said, like we were talking about, my arms stay long, so it's all leg drive up, and then once I got it to lap, there was just nowhere to go from there. Like I felt like nothing I did would come up.
So so you lean over the stone and try to touch your chin to the top part of the stone as far as you can forwards, and put your hands over the top of the stone and reach down as far as you can. And then when you rock your hips back and when you go to push up, the belt catches the stone.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you pull up and pop with your hips. As soon as you feel it catch the stone, you pop your hips and it'll send the thing straight up. Almost like a power clean.
Yeah, write that down mentally.
These last two episodes, I've learned more. We had Lucas, the owner of Arm Assassin, on, who's talking grip stuff, and he was talking so much, like so much little tips and hints and stuff that he did that makes that it seems simple, but never would have thought of.
Yep.
That made so much sense. And I was like, man, we thought that we'd done a lot of grip stuff and knew a little bit about it. But then after we had him on the show, we're like, we didn't know crap about grip.
I was like,
I'm feeling like we don't know anything about stones now.
Well, this is just stones. There's a lot more.
Oh, man.
Like, it was pretty neat because like Austin and Bryce both called me about the yoke, getting ready for the yoke at the Shaw Classic. And I kind of talked to them about how to set their feet, where to put the bar on their back. It makes holding the bar, where to put that yoke bar on your back makes a massive difference. Massive difference. You cannot hold it like a squat bar. Not at all. You get that thing as high on your traps as you can, just to where it doesn't hit the vertebra. And as far forward as you can get it to your center mass, because you can actually accelerate it so much easier and walk with it so much easier the closer it is to your center mass. And that's something else these coaches that make all this money have no clue.
Yeah.
Because they can't do the events themselves. They've never done them. They have no idea. So it's that, how to walk with it, how to put your feet, when you go to pick it, how to pick it and pop your hips underneath it and push up with your legs to where your back's almost straight and it's almost like doing a leg press to pop it off the ground. Okay. And then you have your feet back just a little bit. So as it comes off the ground, it wants to go forwards. The moment you feel it go forwards, you should be about 3/4 of the way up when you feel the thing start going forwards. Then you start your first step. You don't even get all the way to the top before you start your first step. Within 4 steps, you'll be at full speed. Use the weight of the implement to drive you forwards. Same with the farmer's walk and the frame. But yeah, use the weight of the implement as your acceleration instead of your body. Because you see these guys, they stand up and then they have to start moving.
That's kind of like what Rangy Ritchie was telling me, to get it high and kind of push the yoke forward with your hand.
Yep.
It kind of gets you to driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to move your feet back about 2 inches from center. So when you pick it up, it puts you forwards.
Yeah.
And then the moment you start to feel like you're going to go forwards, you just start moving your feet forwards. And you can accelerate your feet pretty fast. You have to get used to picking it that way, but you'll come out of there. That's why I used to like rocket off the start on my yokes. That's why I did the motorcycles in Manchester with like 925 pounds. I went 20 meters in 9.21 seconds. I beat everybody.
Caleb, you can't run that far that fast, can you?
I can't run that far, period.
Sounds like cardio.
Well, no, because you only did it 9 seconds. How can that be cardio?
You don't know me very well.
I want to be like,
Where's my inhaler?
I had hired a coach at one point who had programmed farmers walks. And so I went and trained with him at his gym and stuff. And we did farmers walks, and I picked up and just took off with, they weren't heavy farmers walks. And I took off and he goes, it's walk, not run. I was like, two different sports, bro. Like, I don't want to hold this any longer than I have to.
Exactly. Yeah. The faster you get to the other side, the quicker you get to put it down. So
Exactly.
My philosophy on that has always been pick it up and go as fast as you can.
Yep. That's what
Really kind of crazy.
That's what we were telling that guy earlier was because he was asking like, well, how do you do this and how do you do this? I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The least amount of thought I can put into it, the better it's gonna go for me. So it's just grab it and go. And like we're in the middle of a project of testing a grip with no chalk, chalkless, and chalk. And and so we were doing, yesterday was chalkless, and we were doing double overhand axle bar. And Holland started coming up, and then it came back down. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, just grab it and lift as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And then I think you got that one.
yeah.
But
it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
If you grab something and go really fast.
Yeah.
It helps. Even picking stuff up. I mean, the faster you can pick it up, the less you got to hold on to it. So yeah.
exactly.
I mean, it was weird because I didn't even realize how good I was at farmers or yoke or anything like that until I ended up at IFSA Worlds in 2006 on my 4 shows a pro. I did 3 shows in 6 weeks as a pro, went from unranked, like my first pro show, to qualifying for nationals in the second one, and then going to America's Strongest Man and getting 6th. And then Derek hurts his back. He's out. John Anderson blows out his knee in Russia doing the wrestling thing. He's out. Kevin Nee signs a contract with Metrex. So now, because they were supposed to take the top 6 and then they cut it to 3. So now I'm in the top 3. And then I end up getting to IFSA Worlds, and the first event I'm doing is the Farmer's Walk, which was 25 meters down, turn, 25 meters down, turn, and 25 meters. So it's 75 meters.
God. Oh, Jesus.
You know, and it was the weight wasn't overly heavy, but they were the IFSA implements. So the handle is inside the implement. So it's like walking with a log on the side of your body.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
Like a 12-inch log on each side of your body.
Yeah.
Because it's about 6 foot long. And they're real crazy. And I was racing Benedict Magnuson of all people in Iceland. Go figure. Yeah. And we went down, made the first turn, and I kind of tried like an experiment with those, and it worked. You know, made the next turn, it worked. I hear at the next turn, Benedict's right with me, and he drops him, and I just kept hauling tail. And then right before the finish line, I dropped him, just re-grabbed him, didn't even think, picked it up, crossed the line, and everybody's going nuts. And I had no idea what had just happened. And I turn and start cheering on Benny, and it's maybe 20 degrees in this room too. It's like freezing cold because we're in the Alcon aluminum factory in November, which there's no heating in there. Oh. So it was pretty chilly. I remember everybody's looking at me funny because I'm in the back room doing jump ropes to warm up and break a sweat before I went out there. It worked. You know, and it's my first international show and my 4th show as a pro. And I did 3 shows in 6 weeks, and then I have this one, or in 3 weeks, and then I had that one.
God,
so it was like,
Damn.
yeah, it was crazy. It was pretty nuts. And Benedict finishes, and I turn around. They're like, "You just broke the world record by like 3 seconds." I'm like, "Oh, cool.
Oh, I'll take it."
I did what?
I can handle that.
Seriously? Yeah, everybody's going nuts, and it was Andres Mermetz's record, and he got there 2 He was in the third heat and I was in the first one. So he came in, he had heard by the time I got off the bus that I broke his record by like 3 seconds. So he came out with a vengeance trying to break the record that I just broke. And he dropped him right where I dropped him, but he didn't get across the line. He was still a second short. So he beat his previous time, but he couldn't beat the one I set. So I got the record. Still have it to this day, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it was kind of nuts for your first international show. You're like, oh, wow. And then I made the finals. I got there. Steve McDonald was the reigning America's Strongest Man. He didn't make it out of his qualifying heat, so he didn't make the finals. And then it was me and Travis Ortmeyer in the finals, and I ended up 9th and he ended up 10th. So it was a pretty cool year.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy year because that was the height of Sedrunas. That was the height of Vasil Vystruk, and Misha Kukliev. Those were the big three guys. I mean, it was kind of crazy. And deadlifting in the finals, we had 705 for reps. And I think I pulled 7 on those globes. And Benedict Magnuson pulled 7. I was like, oh my God, I just tied Benedict Magnuson for reps. What is wrong with me? So it was the whole thing was just completely surreal. And I think I'm like 36 or 37 at that time. So I went again in 2007. I tore my bicep like 5 weeks before the show. Went and did it anyway and missed the finals by a point.
Dang.
Oh,
so
it's rough.
And they jacked up the heats too, by the way. There was only supposed to be one American each of the heats. And in that one, we had 3 of us. I was like, trying to keep some of us out, are we? Because the events would have been really good for me in the finals, but it's okay. Derek went, and Derek did pretty good. He got 4th, I think, in that show. But probably shouldn't have told Sedrunas that he was going to beat him in the medley. He's like, oh, I'm not worried about him. And I'm like, Derek, bad choice of words to say next to the guy. Sedrunas smoked him in the event.
Yeah, say that after. Like, say it after.
Yeah.
You don't need to motivate Sedrunas Saviskis at all, ever.
Yeah, he's already motivated enough.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
that's like NBA stories of players trash talking Michael Jordan during a game. Why would you do
not
that?
A good idea. Not a good idea. Him, Brian, or Eddie, probably not a good idea to trash talk him before you go. Yeah. You can tease the guys after you go, hey, what happened? You just lost to an old man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But don't do it before. You don't need to give those guys any extra motivation. So mainly before you go, keep your mouth shut to everybody. Don't motivate your competition. Just what you're going to do. I'm the best I can. I'm going to pick that up, try to be smart about it, lift it as efficiently as possible and as fast as I can. And, you don't need to, I'm going to beat that guy. Yeah, sure. It's like, don't do that. Big no.
Be like, Brian who? What?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Eddie, who's that
guy? I don't even trash talk these guys in competition. I'm definitely not going to do it to... You're different.
Yeah,
You're different.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you watch people, they'll do it. And you're just like, nope.
Yeah. I mean, it pays off. It pays off sometimes, but it seems like I've heard stories of it paying off way less than I've heard the opposite of that.
Correct. It's got a very small payday window compared to how many times it's hurt the people.
Yep.
So I'm going to say it's probably better to just do your talking when you're done.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the neat thing about Evan Singleton winning the Strongest Man on Earth this year. I'm
so happy
Evan
about
just
that.
came in. Yeah, me too. The guy's been busting
He's put in
his ass
some work.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he puts his whole heart into the thing, and you can see how he just gets so overexcited. And he's done a much better job in the last 2 shows managing that. And Nico's done a pretty good job getting in his head a little bit more and keeping him from. He learned a pretty good lesson in England a few weeks ago when he split his head open and lost. He had a 7.5 point lead and lost 6 points in the last event because of that. And but he didn't do it there. He came in, kept his head, and he won.
Yeah.
He's the strongest man on earth, 2025.
Yep.
So big payday, big title, and no one can ever take that from him now.
Yeah.
That is his title forever.
Yep. We've been following him. We've been following Evan for a while, and we've all said like we're just waiting for that one moment to hit, and then I think it's just going to start hitting.
Yeah. And if he starts realizing he doesn't need to do that, he just needs to get. He needs to. If he focuses and concentrates instead of putting on a show, put on the show when you're done.
Yeah.
If he starts putting on a show when he's all done with that event, moves on to the next one after winning it, you put on a little show at the end of it, not before.
Yep.
Don't do it before. Do it afterwards. Have your celebration, do a little show, and then go on to the next one. Yeah, he's going to be. He starts doing that mentally. He's going to be hard to beat for anyone. You know, including Hooper when Hooper's healthy. I mean, I've heard that come out of Hooper's mouth before. The guy's stronger than I am. If he ever gets his head figured out, forget it. Nobody's going to know what to do with this guy because he literally has no weak spots.
Yeah, and that's
none.
I've watched
his grip's on point. His log's on point. His dumbbells are on point. His deadlift is on point. His yoke's on point. His frame, all the events, his stones are on point. I mean, if he doesn't make mistakes on, tacky or going when the guys have just covered the tacky so much in freaking spider tack that it's a grease pig, when you're trying to pick it up and it's warm in there. I mean, I really think they should ban certain tackies over 80 degrees. Yeah. If it's 80 degrees or even 75 degrees and over, you should not be able to use that tacky because you're going to mess it up for everybody else.
Yep.
I mean, you can use it. The funny thing is you can use certain tackies that traditionally won't hold in warm weather, but you have to put them on really, really thin, and nobody gets that. They put it all over it, and it's just like they go sliding off of it. But if you use it really super thin, you'll still stick to the stone, and it won't slide. But you have to put it on thin. It makes a massive difference. But I live in the heat.
Yeah.
So I get to go out and play with it over and over again. I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of elite tack. Okay. So, and then you start grabbing some of the other tack, and putting it on, and you're like, oh, can't put it on thick. So you put it on thin, and like, oh, I still stick. And you experiment and play with it, and you learn how to do it. And it's a whole lot harder to find good tacky in hot weather than it is in cold weather. Everything sticks in cold weather. Everything.
Yeah.
It's finding out what sticks in the hot weather that makes or break you. It'll either make you a lot of money or cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And look at Tom. Look at Tom Stoltman, the strongest man on earth.
Yeah. I did not see that coming.
Ever in stones, 2 years in a row, shits the bed on the stones there. And the guy was plenty strong. He had a good contest. He really did. He just with a exploded artery in his arm as well. And I'll give it to this: not one complaint out of that guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from different people.
Didn't sit there and talk about his arm being messed up or anything. We all accidentally saw it as he's taking his arm sleeve off, and you're like, "Oh my God!" I seen
the picture of it. I was like, "Oh God Almighty!" Oh,
yeah, but Matt's like, "Oh no, it's there's a torn artery in there, so it's just swelling. It's the muscle and the tendon and the ligaments are all just fine." I'm like, "Okay, you got a torn artery in your arm?
Sounds bad.
And you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay,
that sounds really bad.
Yeah, more power to you. You're creating your own hematoma." Okay. You're not supposed to fly with those, right? You're not supposed to fly with a hematoma. But okay, what do I know?
Yeah,
I'm not your doctor, so okay.
Yeah, I know. I remember Graham Hicks getting stuck in Malaysia after those Thor hammers. Quite possibly the worst event ever designed for World's Strongest Man. I think it took out 4 guys. 3 or 4, but I know Graham dropped it on his leg and had a hematoma in his leg and got stuck there for like an extra week till, he could, get the hematoma out of his leg because he couldn't fly.
Oh man.
So, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Well, not funny, but I'm glad, Graham's okay. So that's good. But yeah, there's sometimes you get things right in designs and sometimes not so much.
Yep.
So what's your impression on the strongest man on earth? Do you think it's the top level competition now for strongman? I've heard that from a few people.
It's one or two, and I'm a little impartial to that one, so I'll say it's number one. But I'm a little prejudiced on that. One of my dear friends is the guy who puts on the contests. So
I think he wants to give back to the athletes. I mean,
he does. That whole contest is about the athletes. With the way the prize money goes into it, the way it's run, the things the guys get to do, how they're treated, everything. It's all about them. But he knows if you take care of those guys, you're going to have a good show.
Yep.
Yeah. So very, very few people come there and don't want to just give everything they have on everything. And it is a difficult show. It is a test all the way around. The cool part is the events aren't designed with guys in mind. It's designed to test everyone. And if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't matter if he likes you or not. What matters is you're going to have a grip. You're going to be able to press overhead. You're going to be able to actually have a chest press too. You're going to have a deadlift. You're going to have to move in with weight in your hands and move with weight on your back. And then you're still going to have to throw some things and be able to do good in medleys and lift stones, super heavy stones. So you're going to have to do all those things to win his contest. And it's a discipline, and you're at altitude on top of that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Fucking sorry about this.
No, you're fine.
I'm supposed to do another one after this.
I thought we were special.
You are special. That's why I'm doing this. Or would you be doing it?
Fair point.
Okay. That's going to be our new tagline. Nick Best said we were special.
Yep. That's it right there.
So, and not special ed. You're special.
I don't know. I do have a medal.
You do have a medal.
Caleb has a Special Olympics gold medal
I do.
that he
For
won.
what?
So we coach
powerlifting.
We coach Special Olympics
Oh,
powerlifting. Well, no.
Yeah.
I did get it as an athlete.
He was competing.
You got it as an athlete?
I did. So
Okay.
Our group is called Power Partners, and we'll put on powerlifting meets where they'll partner a regular athlete with a Special Olympic athlete. And so I signed up to compete at that one. Well, they at some point decided to not do the Power Partners thing and just make it a powerlifting meet that includes Special Olympic athletes. And so whenever I signed up, I accidentally clicked the box that said Special Olympics.
Oh,
and so whenever it's like we went and did the competition and everything, and at the end,
you're the real life Johnny Knoxville.
Yes. So when the best part was they're announcing the winners, and they pass up my weight class and they call another guy, and I was like, well, that's weird. And this was like my first powerlifting meet. So maybe I don't know how these rules work.
Caleb was like, I'm pretty sure I won.
I was like,
I lifted
way more than
I was pretty sure I outlifted this guy in like everything, but I don't know the rules, so whatever. And then they got to the Special Olympic categories, and then they said my weight class, and then called my name, and I was like, I really don't know these rules. And the best part is I go up there because I go up to the awards table, and it was the guy that runs our group was the one handing out awards, and he goes, "You're not Special Olympic." And now I'm in a room full of Special Olympic athletes and their parents. And I was like, I don't know how to answer this question without being offensive or getting beat up. And I was like, no. And then the guy at the scores table, who's now one of our good friends, said, "Are you sure?
Are you sure?
So again, I don't know how to answer this question.
And there's a Special Olympian handing the medals out.
Yes.
And so Caleb had to get his medal from her.
Yep,
And the thing is, Caleb kept his medal.
I did.
It's hanging on his wall.
That's one of my favorite medals I've won. And then I found out later that I set the Tennessee State deadlift record in my weight class. So I was like, well, that's good. So now I've got a Special Olympic record and a medal.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh my god, I don't know what to say to that.
Hey, I don't either.
We are special to me. How's that? And not in a good way. So,
See?
you're still special to me, Kevin.
I'll clip it. That's it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yep. And the best part is none of that's made up. That is a 100% true story. Like, that's not exaggerated or anything.
My favorite part, Clint asking you, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Are you sure?
And I didn't know him. I didn't know him yet. So it just, you sure? I'm like,
Oh, that's great. That's freaking great.
I just stood there with a blank look. I was like,
you weren't.
I didn't know how to answer. I didn't want to be offensive to people.
Well,
You
yeah,
weren't convincing them, Caleb.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to think maybe.
It's like, I'm having doubts now.
It's like I'm not sure here. Okay.
Am
Oh
I?
god, that's great.
But I would
That's
like
great.
it. It's like, but I would like that gold medal.
Like, well, I did get hit in the head a lot playing football.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. I played football.
Yeah, I played football. I got hit in the head a lot. There's some serious head trauma for sure.
Yeah.
I know there's plenty in mind. Yeah, I led with my head the whole entire football career.
Well, they used to coach that. You're
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to lead
Oh,
with your
yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Supposed to put it on the ball.
Put your
to
head
talk
right
to-
between their
Put
shoulder
the
pads there.
crosshairs of your face mask right in the middle of their chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run through them with the crown of your helmet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I broke the San Francisco State quarterback's jaw. And it was like the last football game in college I played. It was my very last game, and their football coach was retiring, so the stands were all the way. It was filled. There was former pro athletes that came to watch the coach retire and everything else, and they rolled out away from me and called a blitz on my side, so I didn't have contain. And that poor tackle, I took one hard step forwards and cut to the left, and was sprinting. And back then I was running about a 4.8, 40.
Yeah.
And I just came from down low. He turned to stop to throw the ball back to the screen, and I caught him right underneath the chin with the crown of my helmet, went right through him like he wasn't even there. Ball squidded out. I picked up the ball, got about 5 yards with it before the nose guard knocked me over.
Oh, that's the worst. Friendly fire getting you.
Yeah, knocked him out in the second quarter and put him out of the game. And they took him away in the hospital. His chin was bleeding and stuff. But
Jeez.
you never want to intentionally hurt somebody, but it was one hell of a hit. You could hear the whole stadium go.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Because you can hear it as you're hitting him, and you hear the crowd do that, and you're like, oh man, that must have been a good hit. And then the ball's like right there in front of me, and I just pick up the ball and start running. So, but yeah, that was. They rolled away from me the whole rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to keep their second string quarterback healthy.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is they called a blitz again from my side in the fourth quarter, and I was like, okay. So I didn't have contain, and there was a tight end on my side, and I saw him release behind me. Like took one step and went behind me. So instead of rushing, I dropped back and shuffled down and they caught an interception and ran for about 15 yards as well. I got like conference player of the week that week.
Nice.
As a defensive end. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Broke a jaw and got an interception. That's
Yeah. Broke a jaw, fumble recovery, and
not a
I
bad
think
game.
seven solo tackles and another 4 assists. I was like, this is my last game. I'm going out.
Yeah.
The coach
Blaze of
kept
glory.
trying to pull me out and put some people that didn't play in. I'm like, no, this is my last game of college, coach. Pull them out. I want to go back in now. I'm never getting to play football again. I want to go.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. I think I had like 42 sacks in college.
Oh, hey,
But
yeah.
I was only 20. I was only 220 pounds though. I was really fast and really strong for my size. I would by the middle of the second quarter, the offensive tackles didn't know what to do with me because I came the same speed every play.
Yeah.
The same speed. I was just going full blast. there was nothing. I mean, I was just gonna if I couldn't go through you, I was gonna wear you out.
Yeah.
And by the middle of the third quarter, they're just like, I'm like, what's wrong? Why is your quarterback yelling at you? I only did it 3 times.
Tackles were like, hey, I need to come out.
And they're like, the second string's like, shit. So they're going, nope, he's all yours. But
Quarterbacks are standing there.
I loved football back in the day. I really did. I lived and breathed it. I just didn't put on weight till, let's see here. I didn't get to 275 till I was 28. And then I didn't get to 300 till I was 35, 36. So it took me a while. Yeah. But I put on the weight slow.
So I got a shot.
You did.
You got a shot. You got a shot. You got a shot. Definitely. Everybody's got a shot. Just how long you want to keep working at it. That's all.
We've made it this far. Might as well keep going.
Caleb, how long did it take for you to get to 270?
I just hit 270 like 2 years ago. So when I was 30, 29, I've always been sick. I was hit 6'6" in my senior year of high school, but I only weighed 190 pounds.
Yeah.
And then it's been that way. After I graduated basic training in the Air Force, I was 215. That was the most weight I could gain. And then that's where I stayed until I got out of the Air Force at 230. Mm-hmm. And then I got up to 295 a couple of years ago, and then I cut back to 270.
Then we did that bodybuilding cut.
Then we did that bodybuilding cut, and I cut back to 238 for whatever reason.
Oh.
Not a fan.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time was it 2?
It was 228.
228.
Yeah. Because you were like, I got under 230. I'm done. Yeah, I'm over it.
The first weigh in that it said 2 anything, I text our coach like, yo, dude, I'm out. I'm done. He's like, you got 3 weeks left. Like, I'm telling you, I'm done. We've gone too far.
I'm not willing to lose another pound.
Yep. We've gone too far. I did not agree for this.
My abs look great today. We're doing fine, but I'm not losing anymore.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, if this is what it takes to have abs, I don't want it.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy where your lean body mass is truly at, though, at times.
Yeah,
like
I was
when
shocked.
Brian and Devin Lariat got on there. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Did theirs. And they got one here. Dr. Pierce got one at his office, and that's when Jay Cutler was married to Carrie. And I went in to see JJ and Dr. Pierce, and he's just like, yeah, I got this new DEXA scan, and Jay just got on it, and he's got like 246 pounds of lean body mass on him. And I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to get you on there and see where you're at. And so he put me on it. And I think I was about 285 at that time, maybe 290. And my lean body mass was 249 at that time.
Oh, wow.
And then Kerry went home and teased Jay that I had more muscle. I'm like 6. At that time, I was still 6'3". I hadn't shrunken so much from strongman. Because I lost like 1.5 inches in height competing as a strongman.
Really?
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
I got it to lose.
Yeah.
You shrank him down a little bit.
Caleb be all the way down to 6'4".
Well, you saw Brian was 6'8", and now he's only like 6'6".
Oh yeah,
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel like
You
half the
will
hasn't
get
shrunk at
shorter.
all.
I guess all
What's
the
that?
spinal compression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your spinal compression and the compression in your knees and your ankles, everything. It'll bring you down a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like half Thor hasn't shrunk at all.
That could be probably right. He could still be growing for all I know.
Yeah, I think so.
So the guy is so gigantic.
Yeah.
Every time we meet him, like I showed someone at work a picture whenever I'd met him at the Arnold, and they said, "You look like a normal person." I was like, "Yeah, because that guy's massive, like just in every way."
Oh yeah. I mean,
But it's like I met him at the Arnold, and I told myself I was not going to be the one to say, damn, you're big. But as soon as I shook his hand, I looked at him and went, shit, you're big. He goes, yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah. He is big, but did you see the guy that was on Reacher?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's taller than you.
And he's gotten bigger.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you make a lot of money. You can buy a lot more good food.
Yeah. A lot of good
You're
food.
gonna get bigger. Food.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, that is a big man, big human being. But yeah, Thor's. I remember him. I remember him before Game of Thrones. So because I met him in first time in 2011. And I remember he showed up late to China that year in 2013. I'm like, dude, you missed the meeting, you missed this. He goes, oh, I got to do all today. I'm like, where were you? Oh, I was filming Game of Thrones. I'm like, huh? Because at that time, it was like the third season, and I was watching the heck out of that show.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm the new mountain. I'm like, oh, dude, your whole life's going to change. Oh, no, not at all. I'll be fine. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I knew how, it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to change. Get ready. Here it comes.
Yeah, because that's how everybody no one that like at work knows him as Half-Thor Bjornsson. It's always the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You talk about the strongman guy. They're like, who is that? And he said, oh, the mountain, or from game. Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. My old house last year during the Olympia, Hooper was in town, and he's like, hey, do you mind if I come over to your house and train since you got a bunch of equipment there? I'm like, yeah, sure, Mitch. Anytime you want. Hey, do you mind if I bring Thor with you? I'm like, yeah, Thor knows he's welcome here. He's been here to train before. Okay, cool. And how about I'm gonna bring the mutant guys? I'm like, to film and stuff. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Ed Cohen was already staying at my house. So Ed Cohen's in the house. Mitchell shows up. Hooper shows up. Thor shows up. And then Brian had a package sent to my house. So him and Carrie came to pick it up. And so here's Brian, Thor, Hooper, and Ed Cohen in my garage. I'm just like,
did you have any more room in there?
I go, not much. I'm like, all right, I have no complaints in life. I'm very blessed.
That is awesome.
And it's neat. I got some pretty cool friends.
You
do. I feel very lucky and very blessed, and I work my tail off for it. But you just love the guys. I mean, you love the community and stuff like that, because they'll do stuff like that. They just, hey, come on over. It's going to be fun. So it was a pretty surreal experience.
yeah, that's probably the world's strongest garage.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah. At that point, it was that day. Oh, for sure. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
It's just some of the really cool stuff you get to do. I mean, I've just been very, very fortunate, and worked a long time, worked really hard, a very, very long time. And it's just kind of neat to, get to know these guys and be friends with them, and, just blessed.
Yeah, I did get to watch that the series you guys did, the Strongmen in
Strongest Man in History.
Yeah. The carousel lift.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That looked like it hurt.
Oh, it did not feel good, but it was one of the craziest thing is I lifted it way better the second time.
Yeah.
I was pissed because Eddie's like sitting there.
Yeah. I remember you getting mad. You're like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, they cut the heck out of that too, because he was like saying stuff, and I like said a few expletives back to him. And we were supposed to let him know if we were hooking into the thing.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed, I didn't even think. I just moved my feet closer so I'd get a little bit more room on it, and like clicked it in, got set, and just exploded into the thing. And I was like, wow, that wasn't that bad. I got up with it and I'm like, is it up? Is it up? And I'm like looking at Ed. And he's like, yeah, Nick, it's up. Go ahead. You can put it down. And I put it down and the thing landed about this close to the edge of the 1x1 because we're on, Paul Anderson's boys ranch and the ground wasn't even.
Yeah.
So one side had one piece of, and there was like 4 legs that were, 3-inch bar, 3-inch bar that held the thing up. And if the thing rotates when you're up and you go to set it down, the other side, you're going to miss and it's going to go down about 1.5 feet.
Oh.
So yeah, with it hitting about 3 inches from the side, I kind of got my tail chewed a little bit for not waiting to put it down. But everything turned out okay. So it was good. Yeah. But yeah, 2,791 pounds.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And I mean, you're doing something that an absolute, legend that's far beyond I'll ever be.
Yeah.
You're doing something that he did that he probably could have done more on. He just didn't need to. But to get an opportunity to do that at the boys' home with his family on it was so emotional for me because all his relatives were on the thing, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was a really neat, amazing experience.
Yeah, I watched the whole show, every episode, and it was just amazing to watch the stuff that you guys did, and to learn the history of where these things came from and how they came to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was totally crazy. It was just the neatest thing, getting to go and do that and bring these guys back to life and the feats that they did and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool thing. And I kind of saw like our first week of filming when you
guys were in Scotland the first week or the first episode?
No, Minnesota was the first episode.
Okay.
And then Paul Anderson was the second.
Okay.
Third, I think, was Cody. Fourth was England. Fifth was Scotland. I'm missing someone. I'm missing one somewhere. And then I know our last one was Virginia.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm missing one. I can't brain today.
I know there was one you guys carried like a refrigerator on your back.
Yeah, that was Cody, Wyoming. Yeah. Or no, refrigerator, it was a piano.
The piano.
It was a piano.
Yeah.
That was Cody, Wyoming. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was, yeah. So when they put the straps on the thing across the chest, they tightened it. Well, when I picked it up, my chest couldn't go open. I couldn't breathe.
Oh, no. You couldn't breathe.
So I did all that on one breath.
Oh, God.
And then I got done and I'm like, I can't breathe. And everybody's like freaking out. And I'm like, I want to finish. And they're like, nope, you're done. I'm like, okay. But, sure, no problem. So but it was still really cool that Eddie's all mad. He goes, I finally win something and you're having a heart attack. So it's just like, sorry. But,
yeah, I didn't realize until that when that episode come out or those shows come out that Eddie was a swimmer.
Oh, yeah. He swims like a fish.
Yeah. I seen the challenge when you guys were in England, and he wanted to get everybody in the water.
Oh, yeah, there was no catching that dude. No. He was like, shark, shark. But that water park was a lot of fun. We had a good time at that water park. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff that didn't make it from that water park. Well, there's stuff all through that show that didn't make it.
Yeah.
The two women executives that got put in charge of the show right after we started filming they cut so much stuff. They did not like us at all. So like
they going to do a director's cut or anything of that?
Yeah. I hope if they do, oh my God. As funny as it was, it'll be 10 times funnier.
Yeah.
Just
say statute of limitations on some things.
I don't know. Whoever ends up the rights with it has got a gold mine if they ever just put some of the stuff out there. I mean, even during the pilot, like Eddie pissing off the dock and ended up getting sprayed on by the drone. That was pretty funny. I mean, there's just so much stuff. And like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then you get out and start peeing, and then Ed will come running over and try to start pissing on your leg. He did that to Brian a couple times. He didn't get him, but I was like running to there. Oh, it's hilarious. Just some of the shit was just so freaking funny. But like the scene where I had to do the ice bath in Minnesota, and they keep me in there too long. I finally get out. I'm getting dried off. I'm finally getting warm, and you see they cut and they move on.
Yeah.
That's not the end of what happened. So I'm sitting there. I'm finally starting to get warm. Eddie had snuck in behind, grabbed another full bucket of ice water, and came over my head and dumped it all over on top of me again. And then I go chasing after him in my underwear. He's running up the stairs, and I like knock his legs out from underneath him. He's going up the stairs. He's like, oh. And we're like, okay, cool. I was like, you fucker. But it's just this stuff was just hilarious. I mean, it really, if that would have made it in, oh my God.
Yeah.
We probably would have been number 1 that night instead of like number 14 or 15.
Yeah.
I mean, really feasibly, 4 of the 7 shows were in the top 15, 3 were in the top 20, and one that got aired, or 2 were in the top 20, and then the one that we ended up, I think, 24th or 25th for that night on the top 150 cable channels or shows. Was the night of the Democratic debate, and even Yellowstone dropped to 9th that night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another one that should have been in the top 20. We should have got like 4 seasons right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was waiting for another season. I wanted to see more.
Oh, they had it. They had it, everything done. They just wouldn't sign it. They had the budget. They had where we were going, what we were doing. Everything was set and ready to go. They just didn't sign it. They're like, oh, well, maybe we'll do it in the spring. The spring of 2020. Right. Sure. Yeah. Don't know how that turned out.
Yeah.
Could have done it remote.
Shit, we just could have did it anyway.
Yeah.
I was
going to say.
Nothing they did worked.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
That made me think. I watched a video about how Tom Cruise got the movie industry recording again during COVID. And he would call a studio and be like, hey, you guys filming? And they're like, oh, no, we're shut down. He goes, oh, really? Well, we're recording over here. We're filming. And then it got spread around. That studio was like, hey, Tom is filming over here. And so they started doing it. Well, then a bunch of those studios started filming. And then Tom went to his studio and was like, hey, look, these guys are making movies. We need to start filming.
Smart. Hey, smart.
But yeah, like he worked over the whole.
All you gotta do is point out the governor's restaurants were open.
Yeah.
I guess things didn't. He could do whatever he wanted. I guess.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah. So I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that was hilarious.
Yeah.
There really is. I mean, some of the stuff, us trying to eat the crab cakes in Virginia was just, that was awful. That was absolutely awful.
I think the Virginia episode was one of my favorites. That's one we talk about a lot, is the cannon carry.
Yeah.
We've talked about it several times.
Yeah.
We just can't seem to find a cannon.
Those things that's no joke. To get it up to your shoulder that's not fun. Brian was the only one that could get it to his shoulder. I could get into a holding position to walk with it, but there was no way I was getting that thing to my shoulder. No way. Nope.
Was it just how heavy it is, or just because it's a weird shape?
It's how heavy it is, and then how awkward it is.
Yeah.
And like, it's pretty unforgiving if you screw it up. Like,
I can see that.
The things that are sticking out on it, if part of it, if you drop it funny and it comes down on you, it'll snap one of your limbs. Yeah. It's not a gentle piece of. Yeah. It's not like it's dropping a shield where you can drop it and get away. Nothing's going to grab you as you take you down with you. Yeah. So Cannon's got those little arms and stuff sticking out of it, and yeah, it's a pretty nasty little thing to pick up. It was pretty entertaining. And Brian getting his shoulders and just walking off, which is what that guy did on the battlefield.
Yeah.
When you think about it, because we weren't making any cannons at the time, so any cannons that we recovered from the Army, from the English, were ones that we got to use that we didn't have. We didn't have any. So all the cannons we got from taking them from the English and carrying them off the battlefield. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're just like in the middle of in the heat of battle, literally.
He's like, "Oh, I better grab that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Battle's going on. People are dying.
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, we need one of these. Picks it up and just walks right off the battlefield.
Yeah. This is mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mine.
Yeah.
If I saw that,
Mine.
how demoralizing would that be from the British perspective?
That's what I was thinking.
Watch that happen. Like, oh.
Well, George Washington said he turned the tide of the war.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that.
He
was walking in mud too, right? It wasn't solid ground he was walking on.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I don't even talk about the mosquitoes.
That's the most impressive part. He didn't one time go.
Why it's on his shoulders?
It's like, he dropped it because he was swatting at a mosquito.
So, they were trying to say like he'd carried like 1,000 pounds. No, the one he carried off was about 350-ish pounds. And the base added to it got it over 1,100, but he picked it up off the base and walked with it that way.
Yeah.
Still very impressive.
I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. Not a whole lot of humans on the planet are doing that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
and then at that, that time of.
Especially then, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, getting anything, a sandbag that's 350 pounds to your shoulder is something. Yeah, I mean, like it's not, I mean, there's still not many people that are going to do that, And
then walking at a couple 100 feet off the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just picture all the English over there just like, stop.
All right. Yeah.
We're on the next ship out of here.
Well, I think he killed like 11 people in one battle, and I think they probably just stayed the hell away.
Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
I'll be like, I'm going to attack over on this
like
side.
a walking giant, and he's just like slaying dudes as he's going. They're just like, yeah, you guys can go over there. We're going to stay away from that guy.
I'm going to go attack over here. You guys go over there.
I think our boss just called. I gotta go back there.
Exactly.
I think I left the stove on. I better get
this is not such a good idea. So, but yeah, we had so much fun doing that show. I mean, we really did. And that show changed my life all the way around. So I totally.
The parts that did make it in, you could tell that you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's what made it a great. I mean, it's a great concept of a show by itself, but then just the cohesion y'all had that really brought out what it was perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty special. It's something I'll remember my whole life. I know I put everything I am into that because I intentionally did not train for World's Strongest Man that year. That was the 1 year I missed because I had done 9 in a row up to that, didn't go that year, and then went again in 2020 to get my 10. That was, I put everything I had into this show that year because I just really never knew or trusted that we'd have another year and another season. And I was like, I'm going all out because I'm 50 at that point. And you never know how long you're going to be able to keep doing it. So I just went after it.
Yep. So the Mast of Orm, how, just how? I think is my only question. I don't have. I don't know.
How?
That was just one of the. I watched it going, well, how?
Yeah. So what you don't see is I played with that thing for probably about 45 minutes. The other guys were using a yoke to warm up, and I was warming up with the 900-pound one that was in there. And then I kept playing with the heavier one, trying to find the balance point. And I finally found where I could get balanced and push and got one side off. And once I knew one side came up off, I was able to I got the other side off with a small adjustment. I was like, okay, I kind of split the difference. And that's that was the one where I got it up into the air. So yeah, yeah, it was probably one of the not smart things, but it was really it was heavy and it was awkward, and I feel very lucky I got out of that in one piece.
Yeah,
but I was one of us had to do it. So
Yes.
it's just like,
yeah.
I found the balance point and did it. Brian was definitely pushing hard enough to lift it. I just don't think he found the proper point on it to get it off the ground. He was clearly pushing hard enough.
Yeah.
I think Eddie might have even pushed hard enough too.
I was shocked that Brian didn't get it. I really thought, for some reason, it just seemed like an event that he would have gotten.
It is. He's way strong enough to do that. That thing, because it was so much different than the like, I've been to FIFA and the one that's out there, that one's a lot flatter in certain spots. So the balance on it's going to be a lot better. Ours was just like a round, perfectly round log that was way thicker and shorter. That one, the one at FIFA, is a lot longer, and it's like a log. You know, it's like the natural wood itself. It's not milled. It's not anything else. It's a log, and so there's flat spots in it and places you can find a balance point to actually like put pressure where you can drive enough force into it to get it up off the ground. That one, it was playing with the ropes and figuring out a pivot point and where it was going to be at, and I just got lucky. I really did.
What I thought about that one while watching it, I was like, okay, so they're going to recreate a strength of or a feat of strength that killed the guy that did it. Or like,
Yeah.
So we didn't find that out until we were done.
Oh, did they tell you before?
They didn't tell us before.
Oh, my Lord.
I was smart enough to look it up. Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, I think he got like 4 or 5 steps and it folded in half and killed him.
Yeah.
Yep.
From one of the stories that we've heard. There's other stories where it didn't kill him, but it hurt him really bad. So it was from 1100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never going to know which one it was. I'm going to go with it probably folded in half and killed him.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, because we had talked about it once before, and whenever I was researching it, there's not a lot. It's pretty just cut and dry. Here's the story of someone's remembrance, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
but I was like, man, I wonder how motivated they were to try that one, because they're like, oh yeah, this one killed the guy.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't know.
You.
One. Two, we were inside the wood thing that they built.
Yeah.
We were safe.
Yeah.
As long as we didn't try to go fast with it and it like caught our head between the top. Which there was no way we were going anywhere with that.
Yeah.
So we were going to be okay.
It was very impressive, though.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I was pretty stoked when I got it to get off there like that. I was pretty happy about that. Yeah. Still sometimes wonder how I managed to do that. But there's a lot of times where you just don't think, you just push. You just push and push.
That's probably part of the reason that you've lost some height.
Oh yeah, I can tell you for sure that in the 2,000-pound barrel lift that we did.
Yeah.
That one, I guarantee you, the barrel lift, I guarantee you I lost probably a half an inch from that one. Because my whole upper back like cracked and stuff. I was wrecked after that. Some things tore in it when I did that. And then I had about 8 days before I had to do the Denny stones after that, which
dang.
I didn't even think I was going to be able to lift them. And somehow I managed to get them up and got a few steps with them. So that was quite painful.
Well, if you're ever in this area over here, we have a set of stones that you can give a shot at called the Day Stones. 813 pounds together.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. They're like the Denny's, but they're 813.
I found a guy locally that was making Denny stone replicas and Atlas stones and stuff. So I said, hey, you want to make me something? And he was like, yeah, and so we talked about it. And then he sent me the pictures of the two that he had. And he said, so they're currently at 813. I said, cool, leave them alone.
Wow.
And he said, but they're not, yeah, just bring them on over.
Has anybody got them?
Me.
Wow.
Yeah, Caleb's the one that lifted them raw.
So I've got 2 books that I'm keeping track of who's lifted it. One with straps and one without straps. And currently I'm the only one without straps.
Yeah.
Wow.
I lifted them with straps, but
Yep. We've had, I think about 10 or so people have lifted them with straps. So,
Damn.
and then we've got a Highland game that's locally around here. It's a big festival that we just took them to this year to try to get more people. So we had one guy lift them there with straps.
Yeah.
But
Holy cow.
yep.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I'll be out in that area 4 or 5 times next year.
See?
Yeah. We'll get you over to the throne room and get you to lift them up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'll give it a try. But we'll see how my hip's doing at that time. So
I was just thinking I wouldn't be able to stand being around Caleb if you tried them and missed them. He'd be like, I got these and Nick Best didn't.
Are you kidding me? I would not say anything. I would absolutely not say.
Yeah, right.
I'd say, hey man,
should.
that was great. Don't hurt me, please.
I'm not gonna hurt anybody. No, you should. That's a pretty badass thing to have done. I mean, that's no joke. Those things are freaking brutal.
I have a very hard time bragging on myself most of the time, but the only thing that I'm confident in is I am pretty decent at anything with grip involved.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a whole different story. That's why, like, I say I out deadlifted Holland, but it's because we were deadlifting a few days ago, and he did 2 reps with our top set, and then I did 3, and I was like, oh, I win. So I just take cheap shots like that. But grip, I feel confident in.
The whole thing was we were only planning on doing one, and
You went first. It's your fault.
Oh, geez.
Sure.
That's awesome. I'm starting to do the pee-pee dance.
Well, we
So-
well,
We got
yeah,
about 3 minutes left before I'm gonna have
Hit
to
his
go.
introduction.
yeah,
all right, well, we can go ahead and start closing it out. We appreciate you coming on, man. Well,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
guys.
it's been a
I
blast.
appreciate it. Sorry it took so long for me to figure out how to.
and it ain't no problem.
My computer got honestly, my computer got stolen at World's Strongest Man.
Yeah,
In with the truck.
That is
and
crazy.
I haven't put Zoom on this one yet, so I just had to do it really fast.
Oh yeah, it's no problem at all. But yeah, thanks again for hanging out with us.
Yes.
No problem. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. This is a lot of
awesome.
fun. We should do this again.
Absolutely,
definitely.
anytime.
This is good shit. Really good shit. Well, I'll come out. We'll do it there.
Oh yeah.
Even better. I think that's a
I'm
great
gonna have to
idea.
be. I'm gonna have to be out your guys' way a few times next year anyway.
Heck yeah, I think it's a great idea.
love it.
Well, cool.
It's
over
a
here.
date.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Thanks.
We'll see you later. See you next time.
Okay. Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it, Nick.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bye.
Good fun.
Yep. We've made it.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
I invited Nick Best to come out and lift up your day stones, and he's going to come out here.
A big thank you to the one and only Nick Best for coming on the show tonight. And if you want to hear or see more of our content, check out our YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, and tune in every Monday for a fresh new episode. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Fits in